Blessed assurance, Jesus.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to day 22 of our Bible reading session. So, yesterday we have read chapter 41, where we talked a bit about Pharaoh's dreams, then Joseph's interpretation of the dream, and then now that he is the second-hand man of the Pharaoh, right? Pharaoh giving him charge of everything except for the throne, right? So we have read that. Then today we will be reading chapter 42, and the name of this channel is Spend Time with God, with our Father. So I really enjoy my time reading the Bible. I really enjoy my time when I'm studying the Bible in the morning, So I hope you all have a nice time as well as you read the Bible and get to know God more, right? So please help subscribe, share, comment to my channel, and please help it grow so that it reaches more people who are new to the faith. At least I'm also fairly new. Like I said before already, I am born a Christian. I am Christian by birth. My family, from the time my great grandparents, everybody, they're all Christians. I was born a Christian, but I just lost my path, and then now I'm back. So I'm fairly new, to the faith, walking with God, right? So we will read chapter 42, but before we go ahead with the Bible reading, like usual, we will first read the verse of the day by YouVersion. Today's verse of the day is Galatians chapter 6, verse 2. Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ, right? So I think here it all talks about love, right? It all goes back to love and Christ's love for each and every one of us, right? So when we have love for one another, right, we will automatically carry each other's burdens, right? Whatever troubles somebody goes through, we would also support this person, also sacrifice our time for this person, and it's most probably having to do with showing empathy, right? Sharing the pain, sharing everything with this friend. Could be this person, could be a friend, could be a neighbor, could be a family member, right? So carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. All right, so that is the verse of the day. So we will continue with the Bible reading. I have my cat Milo here, and she is fidgeting a lot, playing with my other books. So you may see the camera move. All right, so we will continue with our Bible reading. Genesis chapter 42. Here we will be reading about Joseph's brothers going to Egypt, right, to get food for the family. So when Jacob learned that there was grain in Egypt, he said to his sons, "Why do you just keep looking at each other?" He continued. "I have heard that there is grain in Egypt. Go down there and buy some for us, so that we may live and not die." Then 10 of Joseph's brothers went down to buy grain from Egypt, but Jacob did not send Benjamin, right? So Benjamin is the younger son. He wouldn't want his younger son to go with his brothers. So Joseph's brother with the others because he was afraid that harm might come to him. So same thing like what happened to Joseph, he doesn't want the same thing to happen to Benjamin. Okay, this girl is quite a feisty one today. She's trying to bite everything. She's only 2 months, so you can imagine how, like small children, how fidgety can they be. All right, so Israel's sons were among those who went to buy grain, for the famine was in the land of Canaan also. Now Joseph was the governor of the land, the one who sold grain to all its people. So when Joseph's brothers arrived, they bowed down to him with their faces to the ground. As soon as Joseph saw his brothers, he recognized them. But he pretended to be a stranger and spoke harshly to them. His Joseph's memory is pretty strong. I think he's had so much of pain that he had to go through that. You know, the very first thing when his brothers arrived, he could recognize his brothers, right? Harshly to them, "Where do you come from?" he asked. "From the land of Canaan, they replied, "to buy food." Although Joseph recognized his brothers, they did not recognize him. Then he remembered his dreams about them and said to them, "You are spies. You have come to see where our land is unprotected." "No, my lord," they answered. Your servants have come to buy food. We are all the sons of one man. Your servants are honest men, not spies." "No," he said to them. "You have come to see where our land is unprotected." But they replied, "Your servants were 12 brothers, the sons of one man, who lives in the land of Canaan. The youngest is now with our father, and one is no more." Joseph said to them, "It is just as I told you. You are spies, and this is how you will be tested. As surely as Pharaoh lives, you will not leave this place unless your youngest brother comes here. Send one of your number to get your brother. The rest of you will be kept in prison, so that your words may be tested to see if you are telling the truth. If you are not, then as surely as Pharaoh lives, you are spies." And he put them all in custody for 3 days. On the third day, Joseph said to them, "Do this and you will live, for I fear God. If you are honest men, let one of your brothers stay here in prison, while the rest of you go and take grain back for your starving households. But you must bring your youngest brother to me, so that your words may be verified and that you may not die." This they proceeded to do. They said to one another, "Surely we are being punished because of our brother." See, the guilt is there. I think it gets into our subconscious mind, right? Whatever wrong we do, I mean, the world may not know, nobody else would know, but then the subconscious, it's all in the subconscious mind, and there's always a guilt. But you must bring your youngest brother to me, so that your words may be verified and that you may not die. This they proceeded to do. They said to one another, "Surely we are being punished because of our brother. We saw how distressed he was when he pleaded with us for his life, but we would not listen. That's why this distress has come upon us." I can imagine being betrayed by your own siblings, right? I think if my brother or my sister had to betray me, it would be the worst, worse than a breakup or worse than a fight with anyone. So Reuben replied, "Didn't I tell you not to sin against the boy? But you wouldn't listen. Now we must give an accounting for his blood." They did not realize that Joseph could understand them, since he was using an interpreter. He turned away from them and began to weep, but then turned back and spoke to them again. He had Simeon taken from them and bound before their eyes. Joseph gave orders to fill the bags with grain, to put each man's silver bag in his sack, and to give them provisions for their journey. After this was done for them, they loaded the grain on their donkeys and left. All the place where they stopped for the night, one of them opened his sack to get feed for his donkey, and he saw his silver in the mouth of his sack. "My silver has been returned," he said to his brothers. "Here it is in my sack." Their hearts sank, and they turned to each other trembling and said, "What is this that God has done to us?" I understand the sinking feeling, right? I mean, when we know something bad is going to happen or we're going to get in trouble, right? We just have that really horrible sinking feeling, and I think they must have gone through the same, right? So when they came to their father Jacob in the land of Canaan, they told him all that had happened to them. They said, "The man who is lord over the land spoke harshly to us and treated us as though we were spying on the land. But we said to him, 'We are honest men. We are not spies. We were 12 brothers, sons of one father. One is no more, and the youngest is now with our father in Canaan." Then the man who is Lord over the land said to us, "This is how I will know whether you are honest men. Leave one of your brothers here with me, and take food for your starving households, and go. But bring your youngest brother to me, so I will know that you are not spies, but honest men. Then I will give your brother back to you, and you can trade in the land." As they were emptying the sacks, there in each man's sack was his pouch of silver. When they and their father saw the money pouches, they were frightened. Their father Jacob said to them, "You have deprived me of my children. Joseph is no more, and Simeon is no more." So two of his sons are, let's say, temporarily gone from Israel, even though he doesn't know that he will get them back. But at the present moment, he thinks that, two of his sons are really gone. "And now you want to take Benjamin? Everything is against me." Then Reuben said to his father, "You may put both of my sons to death if I do not bring him back to you. Entrust him to my care, and I will bring him back." But Jacob said, "My son will not go down there with you. His brother is dead, and he is the only one left. If harm comes to him on the journey you are taking, you will bring my gray head down to the grave in sorrow." So here Jacob says that, he talks to Benjamin like as if he's the only son, but here he's talking about the sons from his wife Rachel, right? Not from the other wives, right? So the first son was Joseph, who was presumed to be dead, and now he's afraid to even let Benjamin go, that is of Rachel, that is born from Rachel, right? So he's afraid to even let Benjamin go because he's scared that, maybe even he'll die, right? So this is it for today's reading, right? So we understand already right now Israel is quite sad. He's very extremely sad, right? Because he doesn't want to sacrifice one more of his son, right? So so tomorrow we will read chapter 43, where we will read about the second journey to Egypt. Okay, so I hope you all come back and join me as well tomorrow. Again, please help share, subscribe, comment, so that it'll help me on with many things, right? At least it'll reach more more people, especially somebody new like me. Right, so I hope you all have a good day. I hope you all have a good night, and let us meet again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. He's been my fourth man in the fight, time after time.